Our kids want to know, do you love me? Are you going to provide a safe place for me? And are you going to work in your profession as much as you expect me to work on mine? Obviously, our young folks are having trouble with identity, so their lens is skewed. They don't see themselves in the context of the larger population. Being able to highlight that for them is really important.
Just trying to think strategically about any way in which we can begin to have touches with kids, specifically young boys of color, to ensure that they know that there's a support mechanism out there, that we care and that we love them, and that we're willing to sacrifice and do anything that we can on their behalf in order for them to have some opportunities to achieve.
The greatest nation in the world, and 33% of our young folks drop out every year.
But the ability to break a child down and put them back together again in a capacity in which leaves them equal or enhanced to the before you broke them down, that's teaching and learning. That's the skill set. That's counseling at its finest.
So, I want to express to you that I've taught in many different educational settings, from K through 12, both general ed and special ed or instructional support services. I've taught critical literacy with both the Read 180 and the Wilson Foundational Fundamental Trainings. I believe wholeheartedly in African American vernacular English.
My homegirl called me and said, hey, New York City Teaching Fellows has a program down and you can earn a full salary. I said, well, let's go to New York City then. And I took the test and they said, well, you'd be a great special ed teacher. Oh, I would? Okay, great. Where do you want to work? Where's it toughest? Where's it most difficult? Necesito practicarlo mucho, pero entiendo así. Right? Because I need to have a relationship. What is our relational capacity with our children? How can I be a teacher in Spanish Harlem and I'm not practicing the language which the kids are fully immersed? That doesn't make any sense. We have to recognize the power that we bring to a system. How much we support systems, our power in numbers, and our ability to reach children.
If I take a saltwater fish scientist and I put it in a freshwater environment, what's going to happen? What's it going to do before it dies? It's going to suffer. He's going to try to survive and do everything they can. All body systems will be working to counter the environmental change. That fish will go into shock. It is your job as young professionals when you enter the workforce to carry around a little bag of salt for those people that you might run into that need help changing their environment.
So our kids have all types of swag. You know, they come in and, right? You could celebrate their style. Yo, I love them Jordan 5s, but I need you to sit down right now, son. Right? That's that warm coolie. You give them a nice, and then the direction. They love it. They eat it up. Now, you tell them to go sit down. Woo! You done woke up a 504 right there. Right? Who you talking to, miss? I'll sit down when I want, right? Because in that moment, they're saying, you didn't show me respect. As a human first, regardless if I'm the top performer or the lowest performer in the class, honor my presence. Show me love.
How you respect a child in front of them, in the presence of their peers matters. Yo, Ty, that's what I'm looking for every day, fam. I love that about you right now, because I can see where you're at in your process. Y'all need to look, I get on them a lot. But that's because I got high expectations for them, like I got high expectations for you. I love the way you're acting right now.
And are we doing it loud enough, right? When we apologize, do we apologize in private? Right? Your apology needs to be as loud as your disrespect, or your miscommunication, or your lack of understanding, or your. You do that in a classroom, in a setting, around peers, your young folks will gravitate towards you. You will establish a different layer of relationship that allows you to then have an effective influence on how that child moves and the decisions that they make.